Hi, my name is Nad Perera. I'm a physiotherapist from Alive Physio Wellness. What I would like to do is to talk to you about a practical tip on how to look after yourself after wearing a mask for a long duration. Um, Sometimes when you wear that mask, sometimes you might feel a little bit like a sore throat, just feel everything's dry around here, and sometimes even a headache. So what I want to try and show you in this video is how to look after yourself in a practical demonstration. So when you get home, what it's really important to try and do is to make sure you have a shower, clean this area if you can, right? You can use a face wash and get some warm water and then pat dry around the forehead, and particularly taking the glasses off if you do wear glasses, right? To clear up this area, kind of sort of like cleaning the skin up through there, right? And highly recommend having like a shower with a lot of steam, because that will open the pores in the skin, right? So it's very important to do that. So for example, like assume that I have done that, and also make sure, because you're going to touch your face, so make sure you clean your hands, use your cleaning hands protocol, the happy birthday one as well, right? So make sure you clean your hands then, because you're going to touch this area here. But before you touch the head area, what you want to do is prepare the body for it to be able to drain that congested feeling through that. So you want to sort of be targeting around this area. So the first thing what we want you to try and do is doing a couple of shoulder rolls going back, right? And during this process, what I want you to try and do is take a deep breath in and then breathing out and rolling, right? So you're gonna go breathing out and then and doing that a couple of times, at least sort of 5 breaths like that, right? So breathing in and then like that. So shoulder rolls in through that, because what you're doing here is to move this area, getting this area opened up for everything to be able to drain in through here. Then what we're going to get you to try and do is big circles as well, right? So you're breathing in and then so 5 of them as well, right? And then afterwards putting your hand behind on this side and then tilting your head to get that stretching of these muscle groups are the ones that sort of collect here and then become really tight, particularly if you're sitting down watching looking at on a computer screen. These muscle groups get really tense and then doesn't allow things to drain through into here where it can be eliminated from here. So very important, this kind of stretching through this way and looking down through into that armpit. And you want to do it on both sides. So hold this stretch for about 15 seconds, 4 reps, right? So, and then during that process, we want you to breathe in and breathe out as well. Nice and gently, nice few deep breaths in and a slow breath out, because the slow breath out really makes a difference. It helps to get things clearing out through there, right? So once you start to do that, right, we're now going to talk about a little bit more about the face, what to do with the face. Okay, now we're going to talk about the face, how to look after the face side of things, right? So make sure again, wash your hands, make that really nice and clean. And with having you're using the face wash to clear out the skin, what we have done is we've opened the pores for that area, right? So what I want you to try and do is, the draining part of it tends to be, when we have the mask, it tends to collect here and then also puts a little bit of pressure here if you have glasses as well, right? So what we want to try and do is to be able to drain through around and through here. So the best thing what we want to try and do is, after wearing the mask, we tend to get these muscle groups become quite stiff and tense, right? So what we want to try and do is you basically pick up the cheeks and then pull and relax in through there, right? So we're doing this all around the muscle groups. So you're giving these muscle groups a little bit of contracting, pumping things out in through there. So the word pumping, always think when you're doing this, you're pumping those muscle groups, because muscle groups need to contract, right? So you want to be able to do all this and then working through into here, going in through and working through and that way. And really 30 seconds is all we sort of need for in through here. So doing this really nice and regularly working through into here. And that way, what this does, it allows things to get things moving, gets that unclogged feeling in through here. So it's very important to open this area, right? First up, and then don't forget the collarbones as well. When you're doing this, it's all nice and really nice circles around in through here. So doing that, good 30 seconds to start off with. Okay. After doing the gentle pumping exercise or self-massage exercise, we're going to get you to use a brush. Now this can be, make sure it's clean, a shaving cream brush or a makeup brush, but just don't tell your wife if you're taking them, guys, right? So make sure you make sure it's nice and clean as well, right? So these brushes, the key thing is the bristles in through that. This is the function what we're going to use it for, right? And softer the better. So you don't want to push really hard with that. It has to be gentle strokes, right? So what we're going to get you to try and do is, like I was telling you, it's about drawing that part there, right? So about a minute or so on each side of the face, and your focus is to get it from here out, right? So you're going to drain that going through here and then all the way down into this part here, because this is where it drains into. So think of it, it's like a analogy I would say, it's like a drainage system in your roof. You know how the drains go in through into that pipe, so it drains into this area. So you're going to sort of work in through here. So what this is a technique to improve that lymphatic system, and then going through, working through here around this area. Good. And then during this time, you want to sort of take that deep breath in as well, and then, which is going to assist that pumping part of it here. All right, and that's it folks with all that. Now you might be time poor, right? And if you were to pick which one is going to be the best bang for your buck, or things that you need to do for that way, I would say the massage part of it by far makes a huge difference, and doing that with a good breath in and out makes a huge difference. And the brush, listen, it's kind of like the cherry on the top. Okay, so I would highly recommend doing all those three things that I've mentioned in through there: stretching, massaging, and then the brush. But if you're pressed for time, the massage is the best, right? Now, what I would like you to try and do is, right, share this with your loved ones, right? Friends, family, because we are now unfortunately having to wear a mask pretty much for most of the things. It's the government has just issued it in Victoria, right? So please share this with him through there. And also, if you get a chance to, if you find it's useful, or if you want some, give some good feedback to me, please write in the comment section. All right. Okay. See you soon.